Are your plants dying no matter what you do? You water them regularly. You give them sunlight. Maybe you've even tried different fertilizers. But somehow, they still don't grow the way you expected. It's frustrating, especially when you're putting in the effort and not seeing results. And the truth is, most beginner gardeners don't fail because they're doing something extreme or completely wrong. It's usually a few small mistakes, simple things that seem harmless at first, but over time, they slowly damage your plants and stop them from growing properly. If you're new to gardening, this experience is completely normal. Almost everyone goes through this stage where nothing seems to work the way it should, whether you're growing plants in containers, on a balcony, or in your backyard. The early phase can feel confusing and even a little discouraging. But here's the good part. Once you understand what's actually going wrong, everything starts to make sense. Gardening becomes easier. Your plants start responding better, and you begin to enjoy the process instead of feeling frustrated. In this video, we're going to go through 10 of the most common gardening mistakes beginners make, and more importantly, how you can fix them in a simple and practical way. These are real mistakes that almost every gardener has made at some point. So if you recognize yourself in any of them, you're definitely not alone. The goal here is simple: help you avoid unnecessary mistakes and give your plants the best chance to grow strong and healthy. Mistake number 1, overwatering. It feels natural to think that more water will help your plants grow faster. But plants don't just need water. They also need oxygen at their roots. When the soil stays constantly wet, the roots don't get enough air. Over time, they begin to rot. And once that happens, it becomes very difficult to save the plant. This is one of the biggest reasons why plants suddenly die, even when you feel like you've been taking good care of them. Instead of watering on a fixed schedule, start checking your soil first. Push your finger about an inch into the soil. If it still feels moist, wait. If it feels dry, then water properly so it reaches the roots. This one small habit can completely change how your plants grow. Mistake number 2, not enough sunlight. Many beginners keep plants indoors or in shaded areas and expect them to grow well. But most vegetables and common garden plants need strong, direct sunlight. Usually, they require around 6 to 8 hours every day. When plants don't get enough light, they become weak and stretched. They may lean toward the light source, and their leaves may lose their rich green color. If your plants look thin or slow growing, sunlight could be the problem. Before changing anything else, try moving your plant to a brighter spot. Sometimes, that one change makes a huge difference. Mistake number 3, using the wrong soil. Soil is something many beginners ignore, but it plays a huge role in plant health. Using regular garden soil in pots can cause problems because it's too dense. It holds too much water and doesn't allow proper airflow. This can suffocate the roots and slow down growth. What plants really need is a loose, well-draining potting mix. Adding compost or organic matter can improve soil quality and provide nutrients over time. When your soil is healthy, your plants have a strong foundation to grow from, and everything else becomes much easier to manage. Mistake number 4, overcrowding your plants. It's very tempting to grow a lot of plants in a small space, especially when you're excited about gardening. At first, it might look full and healthy, but as plants grow, they start competing with each other. They compete for sunlight, water, nutrients, and space. Airflow also becomes limited, which increases the risk of diseases. In the end, instead of getting better results, you get weaker plants. Giving your plants enough space might not look impressive in the beginning, but it leads to stronger growth and better harvests later. Mistake number 5, ignoring early warning signs. Plants usually don't fail suddenly. They give signs when something is wrong. Yellow leaves, brown spots, slow growth, or drooping stems are all early warnings. The problem is, many beginners ignore these signs until it's too late. By the time they react, the damage is already serious. Make it a habit to observe your plants regularly. Even spending a minute each day checking your plants can help you notice small changes. And when you catch a problem early, it becomes much easier to fix. Mistake number 6, using the wrong containers. Containers matter more than most people think. Using pots without drainage holes can trap excess water. This leads to root rot and unhealthy plants. Also, very small containers can restrict root growth. Plants need space for their roots to expand and absorb nutrients properly. Choosing the right container with proper drainage and enough space can make a big difference in your plant's health. Mistake number 7, not fertilizing your plants. Plants need nutrients to grow, especially when they are in containers. Over time, the soil loses its nutrients. If you never fertilize, your plants may survive, but they won't grow as strong or healthy as they should. Using organic fertilizers every few weeks helps replenish nutrients. This leads to better growth, greener leaves, and stronger plants overall. Mistake number 8, watering at the wrong time. The timing of watering is also important. Watering during the hottest part of the day causes quick evaporation. This means your plants don't get enough water, and most of it is wasted. The best time to water is early morning. This allows the water to reach the roots before the heat increases. Evening watering is also an option, but morning is generally better. Mistake number 9, transplant shock. When moving plants, it's important to be careful with the roots. Rough handling can damage them and cause transplant shock. This can slow down growth or cause the plant to wilt. To avoid this, try to keep the root structure intact. Water the plant immediately after transplanting and give it some time to adjust in a calm environment. Mistake number 10, lack of patience. Gardening takes time, and this is something many beginners struggle with. It's easy to expect quick results, especially when you're putting in daily effort. But plants grow at their own pace. Some show results quickly, while others take time. Many people give up too early, just before things start improving. The key is to stay consistent and keep learning. Over time, your skills improve, and so do your results. If you avoid these common mistakes, you'll start to see a real difference in your garden. Your plants will grow healthier, stronger, and more consistently. Gardening doesn't have to be complicated. It just requires a bit of understanding and patience. Start small, stay consistent, and enjoy the process. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep growing.